Tonight, a concerning trend in overdose deaths across the U.S. has medical experts and those who have been impacted speaking out. Plus, a push for reform. Following a guilty verdict against a Minneapolis police officer, lawmakers are working on new policy for policing. And we're hiring. That's the message from a local restaurant as they continue struggling to fill open spots.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 10.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. More and more Americans are dying of drug overdoses. Recently, the U.S. reported its highest fatality total ever recorded in a 12-month period. The problem is rising here in Minnesota and Wisconsin, too. CBS3's Emma Quinn takes a look at the numbers and shares one Duluth woman's tragic loss.
Duluth paramedic Judy Greske knows the toll a drug overdose can take all too well.
I saw firsthand overdoses, many of them, and knew that this was bound to be a bigger problem.
Greske not only has responded to calls while on the job, but in September 2020, heroin claimed the life of her son, Jason.
You know, I had to play out in my head, you know, what if? What if he doesn't make it? What if he doesn't survive this? And unfortunately, my worst fear came true.
Jason is one of 87,000 Americans who died of a drug overdose between September 2019 and September 2020. That's based on preliminary data from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
The opioid epidemic not only continues unabated, but actually has intensified and worsened during the COVID-19 pandemic.
And those numbers are rising here in our region, too. In Minnesota, the overdose death rate rose 32%. In Wisconsin, it went up 27%. Mayo Clinic professionals say the increase in numbers has been going on far too long.
That if you look back in the early mid to 1990s, when we first started seeing this rise in opioids, the actual epidemic has been increasing every single year since then.
Many blame that on easier access to opioids. They encourage anyone with unwanted prescription medication to properly dispose of it to prevent Greske's tragedy from becoming another family's reality.
To help get more unused meds off the streets, health experts are reminding everyone about the annual Drug Take Back Day. That's this Saturday, when you can drop off unused drugs at locations in your community. We have a link to drop-off sites on our website. That's also where you can find a link to resources if you or someone you know is struggling with addiction. A major renovation is allowing a local organization to help more people get their lives back from addiction. Minnesota Adult and Teen Challenge redid its 106-year-old facility. It increased capacity from 54 beds up to 62 with room for more. They have new windows, refinished floors, and new laundry facilities. The space is currently at capacity, making for some crowded living quarters. Staff say they're ready for the building's fresh new look.
Both staff who work here and clients, they've never been more excited. I mean, everyone here is just thrilled, ecstatic. The clients basically tonight after supper are going to move over their bedding and see their apartment for the first time.
5 clients previously shared each apartment and bathroom. The new layout includes studio, 2- and 3-bedroom apartments. Clients will have more space, including many having private bathrooms and living areas.
I think it's going to allow for closer friendships, closer camaraderie, more private conversations when we're, sometimes we're talking about some pretty serious stuff when we're just sitting down talking. And the fact that we'll be able to do it in private, I think, allow people to open up.
The organization hopes the added comfort will help every client be successful in their treatment. Well, Dave's here for a first check of the weather. Dave, a little dry out there, huh?
Yeah, wouldn't you? You wouldn't think so. Yesterday and a few days before plenty of precip here, but the bank doesn't hold on to the interest very long. Dry day today, low relative humidities. We had the fire danger this afternoon. It's faded away now that dark is here, and temperature and dew point are getting closer together, which increases the relative humidity. But tomorrow when the sun comes up and the temperatures go up, we'll really drop our relative humidities down into the teens tomorrow. So there will be another fire weather watch for the entire region Thursday afternoon and evening. But there is a chance we'll get the precip we need again to douse the flames or the problem, at least once we get into Friday. Doppler map right now shows yesterday's little flurries departing the area and the clouds going away as well, which leads us to a quick look at the short-term forecast that says we'll drop into the 20s tonight and then sunny and 60 tomorrow. That's almost 10 degrees warmer than normal. Will it last into Friday? I'll let you know with the 7-day forecast coming up just a little bit later here in the news.
All right, thanks, Dave. Ohio's Bureau of Criminal Investigation is now looking into the fatal shooting of a 16-year-old black girl by a white police officer in Columbus. We want to warn you, the video you are about to see may be disturbing. Columbus, Ohio officials have released new body camera videos showing the moments leading up to Ma'Khia Bryant's death. In the footage, the 16-year-old appears to be holding a knife as she chases someone. Another girl falls to the ground before 4 shots rang out. Officers did perform CPR at the scene, but Bryant died a short time later. The officer who shot her was identified as Nicholas Reardon. He has been placed on administrative leave pending the outcome of an investigation into the incident. Tuesday's murder conviction of former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin is spurring fresh momentum on Capitol Hill to address police reform. While Republicans and Democrats agree on issues like more body camera use, there are still some sticking points. Natalie Brand explains.
From the family of George Floyd,
we're going to fight for everybody,
to the President of the United States.
We can't stop here.
Recognition that Tuesday's guilty verdict for former police officer Derek Chauvin is just step one.
We have to focus on transforming policing in the United States.
California Congresswoman Karen Bass is among those leading efforts on federal police reform legislation.
The bill is passed.
Just last month, the House passed the George Floyd Justice in Policing Act. It would ban chokeholds and some no-knock warrants and prohibit racial and religious profiling. But overhauling qualified immunity protections for police, which would make it easier to hold officers accountable in court, has been a non-starter for Senate Republicans. Republican Senator Tim Scott says he's working on an alternative proposal on qualified immunity that would put more burden on police departments instead of individual officers.
I'm sure he's updated a few things based on more current events, but expect to see a really good bill coming out soon.
At least 319 people in the U.S. have been killed by police so far this year, according to mappingpoliceviolence.org. The group says in recent years, the vast majority did not result in charges against the officer.
I think it's time for us to have a commission to take a deep dive, deep look, evidence-based approach to how will we imagine policing for the next couple of hundred years.
Miami Police Chief Art Acevedo is calling on President Biden to launch a national oversight commission that he promised during the campaign. The White House says it will focus on legislation instead. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The House Majority Leader said today he expects the Senate to amend the House bill, but he's hopeful that progress on passing something out of Congress could come in the next few months. Running a restaurant has been difficult during the pandemic, and some owners now say there's a new problem facing the industry. Tacos, Tacos, Tacos opened in downtown Duluth 3 weeks ago. Since then, restaurant owner Robert Giuliani says he has not found enough people to keep it properly staffed. Giuliani offers $13 an hour and said he will pay more if they have experience. He's spoken with restaurant owners across the country who say workers just aren't applying right now.
They're saying that right now the hardest thing is staffing back up as things ease with COVID. So people aren't really getting quick back to the job market.
Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development has a program that directs people on unemployment insurance to available jobs. We have a link to that on our website. Well, there are a lot of vaccine appointments available at Superior's Westman Arena. That's according to clinic managers there. They have the capacity to give out 500 doses per day, but estimate they're only doing about 200 most days. The clinic accepts walk-ins, and it's open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesdays through Saturdays at Westman Arena on the UWS campus. The U.S. and Canada border closure will last at least another month. Authorities extended the ban on non-essential travelers driving across the border until May 21st. The restrictions have been in place since March of 2020 when the pandemic first started. Now they're being reviewed each month. Anyone flying into Canada must get tested for COVID and quarantine in a hotel. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, during the pandemic, air travel was considered risky. Now the CDC has new guidance for those who are fully vaccinated. We'll tell you what it is next.
Today's record high is 76 from 1990. Only got 40 today. The normal's 52, but we'll get closer to 76 tomorrow. Could crack 60 for a lot of places. I'll talk about how long this warm spell will last coming up right after our break.
You're watching the CBS3 News at 10 with Kristen Vaki, sports with Kelly Hinseth, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live Local CBS3.
Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
With so much time at home, I need new furniture.
Right now, during Slumberland's Build Your Room sale, you can revamp any space for only $20, $30, $40 a month. Check out this bedroom set.
Oh, I've got everything I need there.
Okay, how about some options for your living room? Just $20 a month when you spend $1,200 and pay no interest for 5 years.
Love it.
Build your room during our best financing sale of the year.
Well, hello, Slumberland.
Buying your first home is the start of realizing bigger dreams with your family. That's why it's important to protect everything you love with American Family Insurance. Wait, what's that?
It's their dream car.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's actually my dream car. And my little dream tire swing with some dream trees. There'll be a nice dream garden right here, too.
Protect your dream home with American Family Insurance.
Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. From flexible scheduling and variety in jobs to competitive wages and exceptional benefits, Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you with the foundation for career advancement in the communities we serve. Come join our team. Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
One day, and I hope not far from now, friendly handshakes and hugs will return.
I cannot wait to have a potluck with families and friends.
I can't wait to dance on the powwow trails again.
Reconnect with one another.
Get all the kids together.
Go to kindergarten.
For everyone to meet our son, Anthony.
What I'm most looking forward to is performing again. As long as we do our part, I believe we'll get back to that real soon.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Racing for a great deal on the Honda CR-V. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event. When severe weather hits, tune to CBS 3 for up-to-date coverage morning and night. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth WeatherMax forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Well, stargazers have a chance at a treat tonight. Cloud cover should break hopefully here and there, so you can take a look at the Lyrid meteor showers that happen every April. Tonight after midnight through dawn, that should be the peak. To take a look, of course, get outside, hopefully in a dark area. That makes sense, doesn't it? Look up, at least a little bit, because what you're looking for is the Lyra constellation and its brightest blue star, Vega. And when you spot that, that neck of the woods should have those meteor showers popping up, although the entire sky has at least a chance, so it's better if you look that way. Come tomorrow, well, we're going to look for a pretty clear sky, so if we don't get a clear sky tonight, you'll get one tomorrow, but of course that ruins the stargazing. But for a lot of folks, sunshine tomorrow is going to be a very pleasant thing, especially with high temps that crack 60 degrees, but it's a double-edged sword. As we mentioned a few minutes ago, warm conditions, dry conditions, and windy conditions all are going to drop the relative humidity numbers down and kick up the fire danger again. Hopefully by Friday we solve the problem with a little bit of rain and maybe even some snow. But speaking of relative humidity, right now it's up to 54%. Current temp at the airport in Duluth is 32. Westerly southwesterly winds 5 miles per hour, but tomorrow the winds could go towards 20, helping to dry out the vegetation even farther. Air pressure right now 30.04 inches of mercury, 1017 millibars. A little bit on the higher side as high pressure has taken over the middle part of our country. High pressure to put down cloud development tomorrow. Temperature-wise, currents are indicating mid to upper 20s in the Upper Peninsula, a range of 24 in Ashland to 32 in Superior, northwestern Wisconsin. And Minnesota numbers are running from the upper 20s to the lower 30s here pretty much across the board. By tomorrow morning, I think we're all going to be in the 20s, except perhaps right by the lake where lower 30s are a little bit more prevalent here. So clouds and a few sprinkles of snow did stick around through this morning, but then the clouds started to break in the afternoon as higher pressure advanced its way into our area from Canada, and it'll hold on to us for tomorrow, making things sunny, dry, and warm, with high temps near 60 for a lot of towns, which is about 8 to 10 degrees warmer than normal for this time of year. But already by Friday, a low pressure system coming from the west will cloud things up, cool things back down towards 50, and raise up a chance for a rain-snow mix Friday evening and early Saturday morning. Rain on Friday, a little bit of snow peppered in there for Saturday morning. Don't think anything will stick, but with that fire danger rearing its ugly head again, well, hopefully this helps. Tonight, what do we get temperature-wise in Minnesota? 20s inland, 30s by the lake. Wisconsin temperatures, about 24 to 28. Partly cloudy sky tonight, then mostly sunny tomorrow, with highs in the low 60s in Wisconsin and low 60s in Minnesota, at least away from the lake where it'll be the 50s. Extended forecast, Friday's rain chance is 40%. The chance for the mix Saturday morning is 50-50. And for the weekend, temperatures will tumble even farther, Kristen. We're looking at mid-40s both for Saturday and for Sunday, but Sunday should be at least partially sunny and dry until the next round of rain comes on Monday. And that may stick around through Wednesday.
Get my raincoat ready. Thanks, Dave. The pandemic has put the airline industry on life support for more than a year, but with vaccines bringing new confidence to travelers, flights are filling up. The question is whether air travel can be safe while COVID-19 continues to spread. Deborah Alfarone has the latest from Virginia's Reagan National Airport.
Vaccinated and ready for a change of scenery, millions of Americans are cautiously taking to the skies.
I feel okay. I'm wearing my mask. Before I sit, I wipe down everything.
I still keep my distance. I notice other people do too.
According to the TSA, close to 1.6 million people passed through airport security last Sunday alone. On the same day last year, the number was closer to 100,000. Those packed flights make the airlines happy, but Congress still has some concerns.
At a time when we are seeing increased infection numbers in certain parts of the country and abroad, we must not let up on mitigation efforts.
Members of the airline industry participated in a virtual hearing to explore impacts of the pandemic. They focused on travel during flights and also at airports, where COVID can spread in terminals or while waiting in security lines. What's fueling this travel boom is the latest advisory from the CDC. Updated guidance says that if you're fully vaccinated, you can travel safely within the United States, but you should continue to wear a mask. The head of the Flight Attendants Union asked for an extension of the federal mask mandate.
We would ask that both the extension of the mandates on the mask and the enforcement from the TSA security directive that is set to expire on May 11th is extended through September.
New mandates or making permanent existing emergency mandates are the wrong way to go.
Even as the crowds return, an industry group predicts this year global air traffic will amount to just 43% of pre-pandemic levels. Deborah Alfarone, Reagan National Airport, Arlington, Virginia.
Since the start of the pandemic, Congress has approved more than $50 billion for airline payroll assistance. Still to come on Live Local CBS3, farmers are getting creative as outside factors continue to impact their crop.
CBS3 Live Cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
It's the final days of tax relief at Home Furniture. When you spend $4.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief. This sofa is just $836 after tax relief savings. Plus, get zero down, no interest financing for 12 months. Tax relief savings end Thursday at Home Furniture.
Hey Northland, Link RV has just opened a brand new 18,000 square foot service and parts facility to meet all your RV needs. With 12 service bays and our brand new parts showroom, we're sure to have everything you're looking for. Link RV, where reputation is everything.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks it so. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
Kinda got a sixth sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yep.
So you.
It is.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get $2,700 purchase cash on Encore GX models. Plus, current eligible Buick owners get an additional $750 allowance. Visit your Lake Country Buick dealer.
Attention everyone on Medicare. Did you know that millions of Americans over 65 on Medicare may not be getting all the benefits they deserve right now in 2021? With all the news about the virus and vaccines, everyone eligible for Medicare is encouraged to call 800-758-2204 now for your free, no obligation Medicare benefits review. 2021 is here. You may be able to save money and receive additional benefits like home prescription delivery and expanded at-home telehealth visits. Call now to find out if you're eligible for a plan that includes benefits like free hearing aids, free eyeglasses, free meal delivery, and free rides to medical appointments. You may also be eligible for $0 monthly premiums, $0 deductibles, or $0 copays, plus benefits including dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drugs. You don't get these savings and additional benefits automatically, so call now. There is no obligation to enroll. The call and Medicare benefits review are absolutely free. Call 800-758-2204. 800-758-2204.
Get your news on the go, the CBS3 mobile app.
If you want a new career, come and work here. Make the call.
Let's rumble!
Want to learn a new craft? Then come and join our staff and call.
Let's rumble!
Now at Home Sleep Express, get 0% interest financing on any Tempur-Pedic for 4 years. Plus, Home will give you a bonus $300 shopping card, free delivery, setup, and a 120-day comfort guarantee. 0% interest financing on Tempur-Pedic for 4 years at Home Sleep Express.
See the largest selection of Carhartt in the area. Work clothing for men and women at Northwest Outlet.
Coming up Thursday on CBS3 this morning, Natalie Grant will be in with your local news. And for the forecast, we've in for a beautiful Thursday. Temperatures near 60. So wake up with us starting at 5 a.m. Local news and local weather here on CBS3.
Farmers are often the first to feel the ramifications of climate change, and many are starting to fight back from the ground up. Natalie Brand takes us to Maryland, where one farm is already making a difference with climate-smart techniques.
Trey Hill lives the impacts of climate change as the seasons cycle through his Maryland farm.
Our springs are colder and wetter, our summers are hotter and drier. I mean, it's something that affects my livelihood and affects the future of my farm.
But he's learned ways to fight back. The fourth-generation farmer started adopting climate-smart farming techniques 20 years ago. He plants cover crop after harvesting his commercial crop to keep the soil nourished during off-season.
Balanza should be out here as well.
And he avoids tilling or plowing to keep the dirt intact.
That's what soil should look like.
Scientist Ray Weil says this soil is actually capturing greenhouse pollution.
What does that mean to climate change?
Lots and lots of carbon. That was its carbon dioxide in the air is no longer in the air. It's now in the soil, and it's going to stay here.
Hill is working with a Seattle startup company to help measure how much he's reducing his carbon footprint.
You have to sequester the carbon prior to marketing your credits. We sequester roughly 1 ton of carbon per acre per year.
Not only a boost to the environment, but his bottom line. He sells his carbon credits on a marketplace where businesses or individuals can support the cause.
So I get to pick my price. It's essentially an auction block. I sold carbon credits, bought this.
It's a win-win the Biden administration hopes to encourage.
It could be that agriculture and forestry could account for as much as 20-25% of our response to climate change.
Robert Bonney, a senior advisor on climate change at the USDA, says the agency is working on developing new tools, maybe even a carbon bank, to bring more participants to the table.
We can get more investment into agriculture and forestry and benefit the climate at the same time.
Well, I think the opportunities are endless.
Ultimately, the goal is to encourage a new crop of farmers like Trey Hill, paving the way in a growing field. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Rock Hall, Maryland.
The USDA says it's currently soliciting feedback from farmers and holding a series of meetings with people in agriculture and forestry to talk about next steps for building the movement and reducing emissions. Coming up in sports, get ready, hockey fans. The NCHC season schedule is here. Kelly is in next.
Get your news on the go. The CBS3 mobile app.
Bender's Shoes anniversary sale is going on now.
As medical professionals, we work hard to protect our families and neighbors.
Access North has partnered with the Minnesota Department of Health to be a COVID community coordinator.
Thank you, Access North, for being an advocate and a resource for people with disabilities.
Contact Access North Center for Independent Living, your local COVID community coordinator resource for people with disabilities.
Mask up and keep each other safe, Minnesota.
The big 6% instant rebate is back. Hi, John with Prime Appliance, and yep, that's right. You'll get an additional 6% off on the floor price instantly when you pay at the counter. What could be sweeter? Get this Frigidaire laundry pair with an electric dryer, regularly $14.98, on sale for $13.49. After the 6% rebate, just $12.69. Or get a small upright freezer, just $2.15 after rebate. We'll have our pros deliver and install or take it home today. Prime Appliance, it's the best place to buy your appliances.
Camping season is finally here, and Roth RV in Grand Rapids is throwing a big party to celebrate. The Roth RV Rockin' Grand Opening Celebration, April 21st through 24th. Check out our huge selection of new and used RVs from Salem, Rockwood, and Coachman, with financing as low as $150 a month. Bring the family for food, camping giveaways, and a rock concert on the 24th by King's Ransom. Don't miss the Roth RV Rockin' Grand Opening Celebration, April 21st through 24th. And remember, if Roth RV's rockin', please come knockin'.
Over the years, I developed an investing strategy that continues to deliver unstoppable prosperity. Hi, everyone. I'm Charles Payne. As a young man from Harlem, I had nothing. I used the stock market to create my wealth. I know how Wall Street works. I've lived it as both a stockbroker and market analyst. Over time, I developed my own unique investing strategy that's beaten the market through both record-breaking bull runs and, yes, even those inevitable crashes and corrections. In my new book, I show you exactly how I do it. And today, I'd like to give you a free copy so you can learn to create your own unstoppable prosperity.
Just cover delivery to receive Charles Payne's new book absolutely free. Call 800-882-2255 or go to unstoppableprosperity.com right now and you'll also get his new DVD for free. So don't wait. Call 800-882-2255 or go to unstoppableprosperity.com now. That's unstoppableprosperity.com.
Welcome to CBS This Morning. We have a lot of news today.
Watch Gail King, Anthony Mason, and Tony DeCopel on CBS This Morning. Weekday mornings only on CBS.
Helping to make memories for generations. Numi Jewelers.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
Slowly but surely back to some sort of normal hockey. Today, the National Collegiate Hockey Conference unveiled the 2021-2022 conference schedule. And the first few games are no cakewalk for the UMD men's hockey team. The Bulldogs head to Lawson Arena on November 5th and 6th to face Western Michigan before coming home to face Colorado College. First 5 matchups alternate between home and away. The Dogs followed their home opener with a road trip to North Dakota, hosting Denver and then heading to St. Cloud State. In addition, the Frozen Face-Off returns to the XL Energy Center March 18th through the 19th. And for a number of guys on the roster, it will be the 5th go-around as the NCAA grants an extra year of eligibility due to COVID. Matt Anderson, Louis Rail, Kobe Roth, and Kobe Bender will all take advantage. For a few of the guys, it was a no-brainer decision, and that includes Kobe Roth. The War Road native said after talking with coaches throughout the year, it was an easy decision to have another go-around.
Yeah, it was a no-brainer for me. I'd play here my whole entire life if I could. But initially when, I guess, the NCAA announced that the players were getting an extra year, I mean, that kind of sparked me right away that I was thinking, like, I didn't know how it was all going to work, but I was hoping I could get another year thing. And, yeah, just as the year progressed, kind of talked to the coaches about it here and there. But obviously, like, it was announced officially. So, yeah, I'm just super excited and thankful that I get another year, to be honest.
Roth said his biggest goal is getting a 3rd national championship, whatever it takes. It has been a down few days, to put it kindly, for the Minnesota Twins. Not only did they drop their 3rd straight yesterday, they didn't manage to get a run against Oakland yesterday. They were back at it with the A's today on the West Coast. Top of the first, 1 out for the Twins. Josh Donaldson jumps on the first pitch he sees, and that ball is deep and gone to the left field bleachers. Donaldson's solo shot makes it a 1-0 Twins game. It was back and forth from there. Williams Astudillo, a.k.a. La Tortuga, extends the Twins' lead with a 2-out RBI single in the 6th. But things get really weird from there. A's have the tying run in the 9th, sending it to extras, and then this happens. In the bottom of the 10th with 2 outs, Ramon Laureano grounds the ball to third base, and the throw to first is wild and allows 2 runs to score to make it 13-12. A's walk-off final. And in sunny San Diego, the Padres host the Milwaukee Brewers to close out a 3-game set. Top of the 4th, Brewers answer in the game with this Jace Peterson RBI single to left, allowing Omar Narvaez to find home, score tied at 1-1. Then in the 6th, the Brewers take the lead with this red-hot Narvaez 2-run shot to the right field bleachers. It is gone. Brewers have the 3-2 lead. The inning continues for the Brew Crew as Jace Peterson connects with the high drive to deep right field for his 2nd home run of the season. Brewers kept the lead, winning 4-2 the final. Well, the Wild topped the Coyotes 5-2 on Monday night, and now they're going for their 5th straight win. Second period, Arizona leading 1-0, but the Wild get a turnover. Nico Sturm up the far side across to Kevin Fiala. He scores. Take another look. A precision pass by Sturm and a great chip shot by Fiala to beat Darcy Kemper. Wild tie it up at 1 apiece. At last check, Wild had a 2-1 lead in the 3rd period. And that is going to do it for sports tonight. We'll be right back after the break.
CBS3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Save today on everything to update your home with the 11% off everything. Now at Menards. Timbercrest vinyl siding is an affordable option for your home's exterior and is built to withstand the elements. Save with 11% off all Timbercrest vinyl siding. UltraDeck low-maintenance composite decking offers a wide selection of styles that gives you the look of real wood without the upkeep. Get 11% off UltraDeck and start your next project today.
Save big money at Menards.
Isn't it great how swinging through Culver's drive-thru marks the unofficial start to family time? How biting into a hot-off-the-grill Butterburger makes worries melt away? And how a fresh frozen custard concrete mixer puts a smile on your face every time. Here, a meal you didn't have to make is a meal made fresh for you. And being greeted with a smile, even beneath a mask, makes all the difference.
There's a reason we put so much care into our food. That reason is you.
Welcome to Delicious.
Come and get it at Northwest Outlet Superior. The only way to enjoy camping adventure is start your journey at Northwest Outlet. Backpacks, canoe packs, dry packs, hydration packs, tents by Eureka, MSR, stoves, lanterns, cooking kits, survival gear, sleeping bags, pads. Northwest Outlet has it all. Check out all the complete line of the North Face and Columbia clothing and rain gear. Get outdoors again. Northwest Outlet's got your gear. In stock now at Northwest Outlet Superior or shop 24/7 online.
Everything in our garage is inspired by our racing spirit. Racing for a great deal on the Honda Pilot. Only at the Honda Dream Garage Spring Event.
Men's wardrobe provided by Mainstream Fashions for Men. Our buy one, get one for a buck suit and sport coat sale is now in progress. Hundreds of options. Mainstream, downtown Duluth.
All right, Dave, let's get a quick final look at the weather.
All right, here's the 7-day forecast, which has its ups and downs. Tomorrow up, sunshine up, temperature up to 60, normal's 52. Friday down to 50. Rain could fall down in the afternoon and continue to do so through Saturday. A break in the action Sunday, and another round of rain begins on Monday.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.